bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
That's it. You know what we do? Confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay like that now.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. The right hook can't miss. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. No rest for the weary.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punching. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Just miss with that hook.
Switch stance.
That hook doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave.
Breathe.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. Just missed with that jab.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Miss with that jab.
Switch stance. That's it. What we do in the gym. You know what we do in the gym.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in fact. You've got to relax.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
defense here at all. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
All right, 3 sets.
Both men step back for just a moment. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Straight right, just this round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that?
Back in your body. Come on.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter.
Probably the D-pad, left or right.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Can't find a home for that jab. There's a counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Insane action. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the neck and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That jab won't score. Perfect counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Tried to score with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well. Well, Johnny, fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Beautiful counter shot. The jab not finding its target. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he slows you down.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Switch stance, that's it. What we do, you know what we do in the gym? Be confident. That's
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They threw the hook. It didn't land. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
So much for boxing. This is a fight. That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round.
breathe and relax.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not to the end of the comeback.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we've seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
How about that time counter shot? Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nice slip to avoid the jab. They both want the knockout. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Okay, it's not working. Southpaw.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice stop, but that won't score. Both men step back for just a moment.
Good work.
That uppercut doesn't land.
Switch stance, that's it.
Failing to score with that right hook.
Be confident, that's it. Nice and smooth. Now
Despite
stay
what the
like that
judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
now. How do you
Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow.
Come on, breathe.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know someone's got the punch power, someone's got the speed.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
And again.
Only catching air with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything with a chin. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down.
Crawford in trouble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
He's on his last legs. Don't let him back into the fight. It's now important now.
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Work behind the jab and then get your shots in. Don't
It's so important now that in the first minute of this next round,
Ryan, press X.
just keep on top of him.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They gotta think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They gotta be smart.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Clarence Crawford Crawford just got rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Ah, this shit tweaking, bro.
Very competitive round here so far. One punch could change everything in this battle.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. Oh, with welterweight, sometimes bringing the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Hey, are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Nice exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Well, John, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Throws the jab but does not score. Neither fighter willing to slow down. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You'd like to see more jabs. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. The straight right just misses.
Get your hands up. Don't take another shot.
Do you believe this? We wanted action, and they are giving us action. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it.
Boy, get the fuck out of here. Right. Right. Right.